All right, guys. So, Francis Luray with Chosen Ones, and I'm going to read today's devotion out of Love Out Loud from Joyce Myers. And it says, whose will is it? I know the power obedience has of making things easy which seem impossible. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, so it says, many people think, oh, and that was by Teresa of Avila. It says, many people think they know what they want and need in life, and sometimes they work hard to get it for themselves. This is called self-will. In Isaiah 14:12-15, we read that self-will destroyed Lucifer. In exalting himself, he said, I will, 5 times. God had an answer for him. You, you will be cast down to hell. Sooner or later, God will ask us to do something contrary to our will, and we will need to remember what Jesus said. My Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass away from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, not what I desire, but as you will and desire. That's Matthew 26:39. Not getting our own way is one of the most painful things we ever go through in life. We do not like to vote against our own desires. It takes a lot of work, humility, and brokenness to bring us to the place where we can say, well, God, I'd rather not do this, but I'm willing to do whatever you want. The lesson here is that we must be willing to obey God and do whatever he says. We need to say, your will, God, be done in my life, and really mean it. We are afraid that we will never get the things we want if we deny ourselves, but God will give us what we desire, and even better, in due time. Do not be afraid to delay gratification and trust God to give you what you really need. Love God today. Lord, I want your will for my life, not my own. And so from my experience, usually allowing God to have his way, God's will be done when we truly operate in that fashion. God's will be done, Lord, your will be done, not my own. And it usually is painful simply because us as humans, we like instant gratification. We want it right then, right now, and in that spontaneous, instant decisions, it's like we tend to make bad choices, which down the line end up, because of instant gratification, end up doing more damage than if we would have just waited and allow God to have his way, which is always the better way. It may take a little time, because it's always God knows the right time. So sometimes allow God to have his way, and the ending results will be beneficial. God bless you. Love you.